I have a message for all the rioters and the riots and things, because I was just talking about lawlessness in the Bible and scriptures. And my husband was just looking at all the stuff that's happening in LA. And you might get mad at this, I don't know, but I have a question for you. And he said something really significant. He's watching the riots and he's watching these people who claim to want to be in our country burn down the city of LA, flying their Mexican flags and burning people's vehicles. And you know what he looked at me and he said? He goes, what if someone's grandparent bought them that car? What if that's their mother's car or their father's car or something that they've loved? And here you are in our country burning down our stuff. And then you've got people on the left and Los Angeles people blaming the people in charge for trying to obey the law. I'm so sick and tired online of people saying dumb stuff like the president has incited this. No, what incited it is you are an illegal person breaking the law in our country, living off of our money and our things, and you are burning down our cities. You are not the citizens that want to be part of America. You know, I met a gentleman and he's in the country legally, but his brother's not. Now, I don't know his address, so don't come talking to me about where he is. And I asked him, I said, are you all afraid? And he said to me, no. And I said, you're not? And he said, well, my brother and I talked about it. And we didn't ask God if we could come here. And we didn't really obey. He's legal, but his brother isn't. And he didn't really obey the laws. And so he said if he gets deported, he's okay with it. And I said, really? And he said, yes. And I said, why is that? He said, well, because we've prayed and we know that God would want us to come here. Right. That's a whole different attitude than what's happening in the streets. And let me just say, I don't really think that's all just regular Hispanic people. I think there are people in this country that want us to hate each other, to fight each other, to attack one another. And I think people with money are paying these idiots. And let me tell you something else. I feel sorry for police officers in Los Angeles because they are letting people pelt them in the head with bricks and not doing anything about it. If I was an LA police officer or the wife of an LA police officer, I would sue the living crap out of Gavin Newsom for everything he has. I mean, what's the difference if they pelt you in the head with cement or they point a weapon at you? There's no difference. Why are you allowing that? Los Angeles, why are you letting your police officers hide under a freaking bridge while these moronic criminals are pelting them with cement? What is happening in our nation? It's lawlessness, it's recklessness, it's wrong. These are not mothers and children in the street. These are wicked, nasty human beings that are causing harm. And can I just let you in on a little secret? There's a lot of presidents that I don't like. There's a lot of people in government I don't like. And I never went to their house and tried to burn it down. I never flipped cars over. I never jumped on top of them like some gorilla. I never acted like a moron in the streets. Because I love my nation, I obey the laws, and I do what's right. And so all these people that are causing havoc, let me tell you something, it is not ICE's fault. It's your fault because you're here and you didn't come here legally, and it's your fault. And those of you on the left, it's your fault because you're letting your city be burnt down by criminals. And that's pathetic and that's sad. Maybe you ought to reimburse everybody for losing their cars and reimburse people for losing their businesses. Maybe, just maybe, you ought to do that because I guarantee there's some very innocent people losing their stuff right now, all because you don't want to go back home. And lastly, if you don't want to go back home, stop freaking flying the flag of your home country or just go home. That's what you need to do. But if you want to come to America, come on, come legally and come. We love you. We're believing the best for you. But if you want to come here and burn down our stuff and take our things, you can just go back to wherever you came from.